So I have big news in case you want to hear or want to know. I am opening up my sessions again, which look at the wind coming through to say hello. We have not had them opened in many, many years. I'm going to literally tell you about each one that we have. This has been a long time coming. Before, a lot of people worked with Poppy, and now it's Poppy and Ace of Spades. So it's like my divine feminine and divine masculine, and spiritually, all the work that we have been doing in between then over the years as a devotee within my private practices, which is really freaking cool. So if you want to hear, you're gonna have to stick through everything that we have because there might be something here for you. So I don't know, but hang on. With these sessions being open, we are if you find me, you find me. I'm not gonna be doing a whole bunch of posts about it like on our main page and stories. Like feels more private, so I can talk about it like on our stories here at times and kind of keep you energetically updated. So here are what we have. So first and foremost, actually let me tell you, I'm a channeler. So I channel. So when you come into a session, I'm not flipping cards. I am channeling. So I will connect to you. And whether it's my guides, you're finally going to talk to my guides, or they're going to connect to you and allow you to talk directly to your guides. Your guides will literally speak through me to speak to you. It is a whole process to have that happen. And be like, wait, what? Yeah, no, this is a part of my work and part of my practices. That's why I always say that I can see you. So my guides can see you. Now, depending on, most people have regular guides. Now, if you believe in spirituality or not, you're going to know if I'm talking to you. So I don't have to even be like, I don't try to convince. I just talk to those that, I'm talking to. You have spirit guides that are with you throughout your life. Some people can hear them very well. Some people can't. So that kind of what one of these will allow is for you to finally be able to hear them in a session. Now, whether or not you want to connect them afterwards is something that we can talk about, or if you just want to hear and get a really big message. And I'm going to tell you about them here in just a second. They are extremely powerful. And again, you got to listen to all these through before I get into it. You cannot rush this type of stuff. So please keep listening through the stories. My sessions are no joke. I'm not flipping a couple cards. I don't want to see you in a couple days. It is a crazy amount of energy. And I will expect for you to actually do the work and to actually listen to what is being said. Okay? Right. Some people also have past loved ones, but the majority of the time, if your past loved one has passed away, they weren't originally a part of your actual spirit team. They can kind of join in along, but there are very specific guides that you have around you that are trying to communicate with you. That whether they're numbers or specific little earrings and stuff. I'm a person that's going to keep you grounded through this type of shit, because some people will leave you so ungrounded that it is so mentally unsafe. That is not who I am. I'd like to keep my people fucking grounded if you're coming to see me, and let you know that it is okay as you're working on things and moving through them, if that makes sense. But yeah, my sessions are no joke. You need to do the fucking work. Do not waste the energy. Do not waste the spirit's time, because just don't do that shit. If you're not ready for your life to be actually transformed and changed, do not come to my sessions. Genuinely do not. And so hang on, let me keep going. So what sessions do I have? I'm gonna have Help, I'm Hexed. That is one for people that are genuinely hexed. You're sitting at a crossroads. I'm a channeler, I'm a road opener, I'm an activator. I do a whole bunch of different things. But we will be able to open those roads for you to do very, very, very specific things to remove any and all forms of hexes, dense energy, things that are keeping you at a crossroad. If you feel like your life is in shambles, that weird things are happening and you just don't know where to go, we know what to do. Me and my spirit team, we can look, it's a whole thing. There's also on the page on my link tree, which I will link in a second. After you hear this, there's a description for everything as well, okay? And if something is booked out and you feel like you really need a session, just send me an email and we can talk about it, okay? That's Help, I'm Hexed. If you have questions, I'll allow questions at the end. The next thing that we are going to have available is we're going to have a BIPOC Safe Space weekly group. And that is for Black, Indigenous, people of color, so that we can kind of gather in a safe space on Wednesdays and talk about things. Talk about how you're feeling so that you can feel safe. Talk about everyday problems and know that it is just culturally safe, like you got your people with you. All right, this is actually a very big thing because it is very hard to find safe spaces for the BIPOC community. All right, that's going to be on Wednesdays, and mind you, things are going to change over time. There's going to be different types of groups that I am going to hold and genuinely actually want to hold, and that is going to be weekly. I'll talk about that one a little bit more in a little bit. If you are interested specifically, send me a message directly from this if you are hearing me and you're actually like, oh my gosh, that is what the fuck I need. All right, and we're gonna keep going on. My bad, I also forgot to mention that this is all via Zoom, so it will be a video call, or if you were like actual local, then we would do it in person. Okay, but anyways, so the next thing is the confidence that you need. This is just a very quick, if you need a lot of energy, a confidence boost, we will fuel you with that. We will kind of get you where you need to be. It's very, very fast, but it is a way to activate very specific energy centers to kind of get that energy flowing through you. And you are to be expected to actually use and utilize that energy to your highest and fullest potential. Do not waste the energy that is given to you on some bullshit. Like, genuinely, do not do that. Because it is very powerful and potent energy, because we know how to activate that. So in order to work with that, you gotta work with it. You gotta come with like some sort of plan, things that you're wanting and desiring. If you're working on something and you actually need the energy and those like little energy centers and those roads opened very specifically, we can do that. That's another thing that we will have. Now we're getting into some of the other ones. We're gonna do love readings, but love readings are not gonna be what you expect them. They are not gonna be my spirits telling you, you know, let me just stick with this. Oh, no. If you are coming for this session, you better expect that those roads be open and that those spirits are going to tell you some thick and heavy things. Whether you have a repetitive pattern, they're going to tell you exactly what it is and tell you exactly how to disconnect to it and tell you what is going to happen in the future or near future for you when it comes to that and where you want to go. This is not if you even come into the session, you're trying to like keep old patterns and you're trying to abuse the energy, my spirits will be able to see you right away and they will literally tell you. I've had that happen in sessions before. Well, this person would sit down and they were literally expecting it to be just what they wanted and like, oh, no, my spirits let them know. Okay? That is very, 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 very potent and very powerful to get you on the right track to open up your heart center and to bring in the love that you actually need so you can stop the old ways. The next one that we have is the connecting to your spirit guides. This one specifically, like I was saying earlier, was going to connect you directly to your spirit guides, whether you want to take it from the session further on, which they will give you the tools needed, or if you just want information in this one session to just come through and be channeled through to you, or to know kind of who is around you. If you've been aware of them, but you really need that, you need certain clarity, that is what that is. They're going to connect you to your spirit guides. This one is very intense, and I actually wrote on there, you're going to need some water. You're going to have to be ready for this. This is a lot of energy, because the spirit's frequency, they are vibrating at a very, very high vibrational frequency. In order to talk, they have to actually lower it. So it is very, very fast paced, but you will be able to integrate everything that is said. That's the cool thing about it, is the energy, because it's coming through, it will integrate into your everyday life. So whatever they tell you, it's just naturally going to integrate for you. That makes sense. It's really freaking cool. So the connection to your spirit guides one is channeled, and it can be really, really cool. Sometimes, oh man, it'd be a little annoying at times, because as soon as that like little vessel's open, it's for me to take care of. It's not for you to take care of. Sometimes people's past loved ones are like, oh, hold on, we're talking now. Oh, no. It's a little bit of work in the beginning to kind of move the channels around to really get that through, but it is very, very powerful. And normally then they will literally even send you confirmations, like as we're having the session, that you will literally be able to see and know that it is them, that it's not some bullshit ass fucking thing that I'm pulling out of no man's land. You will get very, very specific confirmations during the session to let you know that it is them. Because yeah, some people don't. People be playing with your energy, but they will give it to you in a very specific way. Even for this, like I would suggest, I'll say at the end too, if you're signing up for any of the sessions, don't even use your real name. Don't even tell me who you are. Don't ever tell a psychic in meeting, like even what your freaking name is before you come to a session. I don't need to know none of that. When you're there, you'll know with that one. That one is going to provide clarity on things in your life. Like genuinely, if you are needing to know where to go in your life, if you are making the right decisions, what needs to be moved, can you trust that this is going to be moved? Another cool thing about that one, they will allow you to ask questions. Normally they do. I don't think I've had a sessions where they denied that. And mind you, this is being channeled through. So you are literally talking directly to them during this call. They will be talking directly to you. It is very, very, very specific. But you have to be ready for what they're going to tell you. It's not that it's like scary, but some people are scared of the truth. Some people are scared of moving through. And again, if you are not ready for that type of change, do not come to my sessions, bro. Like, please do not. And this is just opening the door to certain sessions. They will be changing over time. Okay, this next one is setting up your ancestral altar. If you need help with setting up your altar, if you do not know how to set it up, if you want to connect to your ancestors, this is for you. This is for you. It's not that I'm going to be like, you need to go buy X, Y, and Z. That is not what this is. The only thing that I really recommend that you do have beforehand is just a little white candle. You get it from the dollar store, like a little tea candle. That is literally all that you freaking need. Like, trust. And then we're going to connect you and teach you exactly what you need to do, how to stay safe, how to open that channel, and how to keep the channel safe so that it's only the guidance that you needed. None of that extra shit. It's like skipping all the extra steps of being afraid, being scared, or whatever, because I got you. I'm going to guide you through it. It's really cool connecting to your ancestors, no matter who you are, because some of y'all got some work to do. Some of y'all got some of that good ass work to do, and you might need to connect to your spirit guide, your ancestors that you have been wanting to fucking connect to. And this last one is inner spiritual guidance. I don't think I mixed it up. The inner spiritual guidance should be, if you again are feeling like you are more at a crossroads, it's kind of less, sometimes I do channel through, but like kind of less channeled, but more actually spiritually aligned and equipped to who you are. So it's like I'm connecting to you energetically, feeling your actual energy centers and giving you the guidance you did. And because I'm able to actually see the energy centers that are actually spinning and spiraling around you, I could kind of move them in a very specific way so that the guidance that you need is in sync and in alignment as you're kind of rotating and as your energy is moving. So I'll be able to tell you about each and every one of your energy centers very specifically and how they are in alignment for you for that session, or if it is in alignment for you. I'm not going to go on some random ass use chase. It's going to be directly for you, what I can see. A lot of these things, you might have notes, you might have things I'll print off for you like later on. It just depends on what the session is. Now I will allow you to also ask questions if you have any questions. If you're interested, just send me a message, okay? This is really freaking cool because for us, we only open up our channel during very, very specific times, like lifetimes. It has to deal and do with things astrologically. Like literally, it is very, very specific, and we have to be in a really good place for this, which means we have our roads cleared on our end. I am never going to connect to you if I'm going through something, okay? When I say my roads are cleared, they are. And not to toot my own fucking horn, but like I'm in a very, very good space. We don't drink. We also don't smoke. We don't vape. Like if you do, that's great for you. But for me, in order to be able to tune in, we have to be like, what? Right there. It's very, very, very specific, very, very disciplined to be within like the private practice that I'm in. Anybody can see me. It's not limited to whomever. Though, if you are not in alignment with something specific and you're trying to be cheeky, my spirits will be able to see you and they will actually deny you help.